Hey all, it's Misty with My Paper Cuts, and I am back on today with another Sheetload of Cards, Valentine's and Christmas set of cards. So I continue to explain, in case you're only here for one video, I am trying to bust through my loose and partial paper collection, paper stash. My whole goal for 2023 is to get through as much of my paper as I can because it has overwhelmed me, to be frank. And I have always been a fan of Call Me Crafty Owl. I've always watched her Sheetload of Cards, but I've never actually tried them. I did try a set, which I've been sharing a lot of these recently. This is helping me so much with getting through my paper. It's quick crafting because you don't have to think about your layout, the measurements you want to do. If you're using a paper collection, the patterns automatically go together. So it's really, really helping me, and I can't thank her enough for doing this and providing this to all of us for free. It is amazing that she does this, and it's just been a lot of fun. So what I've been doing is, whatever theme I'm currently working on, I'm picking one of these Sheetload templates, and I'm making the card for what I'm working on, but then I'm also going into my Christmas stash, pulling that loose paper or partial paper collections or something that I just want to use. And I'm also making the base without any embellishment for Christmas time. So when Christmas comes around, I'm going to have tons of card bases all set to go, and I just need to embellish them, which everybody knows is the best part. So for this particular set, and it will be two separate videos, but I had some 6x8 paper, and it was from Simple Stories, and it was called Sweet Talk, and it was from a Simon Says card kit again, so it was just a partial collection. But I found two sketches that are 6x6, and I was able to cut the paper in a way to where I could use up the 6x8 paper and use both of these. So I used the September 2022 with this really cool slimline with this topper, and then the May 2021 because it was only this square. So it worked out beautifully to use up the 6x8 paper and have like nothing left. So I'm going to share the cards that I made with this sketch, and then I will be back to share the ones that I did with this because there are more of these. I basically made these and then made these with the scraps that were left over. And I haven't finished the Christmas bases that go with this one yet. So I'm going to finish those today so that I can share this one. But again, I ramble. I'm so sorry. So I had some previously colored images, so I was able to turn this into cards very, very quickly. So this is my card. And I have these grumpy cats. I don't know what they're called. They're from Clearly Besotted, one of my all-time favorite companies. I got it last year. It's got all these grumpy cats that don't like Valentine's Day, so it's very appropriate. And I had them already colored, and the way they were so basic that they matched perfectly to what I was doing. So I cut the cats out with my brother's Scan and Cut. I made a little grassy background with one of my favorite grass dyes, which is this one from Frantic Stamper. And it's just literally a border with just little blades that stick up. So it's a little bit different than your normal grassy backgrounds. I inked the background with clouds using a micro cloud stencil from MFT. It's actually in the sink from when I washed it, so I forgot to grab it. But I used tumbled glass oxide ink to ink that background. I have these little clouds, which were actually already cut out, and they were scraps from this little cloud set that I have. I already have a bunch previously cut, so I just pulled some out of there and used those. I used a pierced oval die and a scalloped oval die, which I'm sure everybody owns. And then here is the sentiment. Cupid rhymes with stupid, and I just stamped a couple of the little hearts on there with colors that matched. And then the inside says, I love you, but I hate Valentine's Day. And I just did some tracing mill stitching around that. So I was able to get 6 of those from the scraps. So I have 2 with the plaid, 2 with the turquoise with the hearts, and then 2 with the pink with the hearts. and I just mixed the little scraps that I had left over of the solid pieces. So that is that set. And then I've started, and I have not finished, doing the same thing. And I had some ancient, dare I say vintage, doodle bug paper that was called Frosty Friends. And it is purples and turquoises with some cute critters. And I've just done the basic bases with those. So I haven't done the ovals yet because I haven't decided exactly what I want to put on top and what image I will use. But I was able to use the paper to create quite a few little bases that will be fun to finish and decorate come Christmas time. So that is my quick share for that sketch. And again, that one is September of 2022. And that is Call Me Crafty Owl's Sheetload of Cards. And I have to say that carefully every time I say it because that's not what I say when I'm in person. All right, you guys, have a wonderful day. Toodles.